out on the phone because I need y'all to see the surveillance. I hope everybody had a blessed and prosperous day at work. Everybody is good. Oh my God, y'all. What a day. What a day. Ugh. He wasn't man enough for me. Now, what's that song Tony Braxton sang? Why you gotta lie to me? Just be a man about it. Why you calling me on the phone? Why you not at home on time? I might have to listen to me some Tony Braxton tonight. Cause all I could think about when Brookie called Isaiah was just be a man about it. He at least owe this girl. This girl don't want to go to college no more. Depressed, gave up her cookie to him, and he acting like the typical man. He's gonna be a man child one day. As spoiled as Brooke is, as much as if I was her mom, I would have snatched her up several times. I just hate the fact that I hate she being treated like that by Isaiah. I hate to see anybody with a broken heart. And that's why people understand how I feel about Amber character. I went on somebody else's channel today. People being their feelings, I'm over people being on their feelings because people are going to want to be negative regardless. Just because you honest and you unfiltered, everybody can't deal with that. And it's okay. But like today I had tapped in just for a minute because I was on my break, to put in my 2 cents, about the current skit at hand or whatever. And, some people was like, it was some people in the comments saying how they can't believe that I would want Anthony back with Amber back with Anthony. I look at it the other way. If you think that Anthony and Amber can't get back together because Anthony did her so wrong, then you got to say the same towards Amber. Amber did him much worse, y'all. I'm sorry. Or they equal. They're equal. And that's why I say I believe that they can make it. Because they both equally did each other wrong. I understand she lost a child because she was stressed out. There was a lot of stress. There was a lot of emotion. But it's a lot of stuff that went on in their marriage. And it goes back to big sin and little sin. And people looking at the Amber and Anthony thing as big sin, little sin. And I just see it as the same thing. But to each his own. Let's get back to Brookie and her broken heart. This girl, I really hope, and I haven't watched any other skits today, so I don't know if she's going to go ahead and go to school or whatever. I didn't like the fact that Lynette chimed in and said, you could just come stay with me. That's wrong. Because if anybody would have told her son, hey, you don't have to go to college, and he was a basketball star or whatever, we can say that Brooke is a good honor roll student, she's a good student. And for somebody else to tell your child not to go, that they didn't have to go to school if they need to vent, I understand she needs to heal, y'all. I do. And I know the importance of mental health as well. But in this scenario, I really feel like the reason she going through it, people need to be more compassionate about it. But at the end of the day, you need to go to school. I think it needs to be more conversations with her versus asking her not to feel. And Isaiah's response was really telling, and Isaiah's response really hurt my feelings. Because you at least could have had a conversation face to face with her. And even though he came over there, I don't care if he thought that Larry was going to lay hands on him. You shouldn't have did it. Welcome to the live chat. Remember, I community. Okay. So, yeah, y'all, it's just like really hurtful. I really pray her heart heals. Now let's get to the nitty gritty. Let's get to the nitty and the gritty. Y'all, this was funny to me. This right here was funny to me. Let me just turn it around so The blinking was about to drive me nuts. So we get a scene where, once again, Darren, Anthony finally knows that Darren cheated or whatever. So he comes over, he's venting. Of course, he remembers and he blames. And then Wayne come over. When Wayne come over, it's a misunderstanding. He even started blaming Wayne for the situation. Darren need to go to Alcoholics Anonymous, first of all, because he got to get out his feelings. But I wonder, y'all, are they setting up for Darren to do something to Anthony? Like financially do something to Anthony? Because I thought he was doing better, but it looks like Darren is still drinking. Yes. Oh, Tamika Matthews, that almost took me out when he said they go, and I think they go sneak over there. I think some kind of way Anthony go find a way to pop up over there. Either Anthony go pop up and say, I was just trying to come see the marital property, the new marital property. And I don't know why people are so heartless, or people really think that Amber is the one that's got to choose to go back to Anthony. Everybody keeps saying, as much as he did to her, she don't need to go back to him. I truly believe today made me realize even more. Anthony still loves Amber, y'all. And I'm sorry, Amber still loves Anthony. When she had that panic attack today, all I thought is symbolically, or the writers trying to show us the stress of lies, the stress of secrets. Because remember, Anthony's first panic attack is because he was hiding that he was broke. He was hiding that he didn't have money. I seen that. But you know what I got from that, Tamika? So Tamika said, what I got from that is Anthony finally getting it? Is he finally seeing that, okay, now here go Wayne taking up for Amber. He petty, but he's taking up for Amber. Hey, Lily. Did he think in that moment that he was looking at Wayne, is this all Amber wanted me to do, was take up for her? People keep on bringing up Anthony was so toxic. Anthony is evil. 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 However, y'all, this last breakup between Amber and Anthony was because Anthony wasn't showing up for her. Anthony wasn't sticking up for her. Anthony smelled like perfume, and Anthony gave Shayla money that he didn't tell his wife about. The last breakup, y'all, was not because had nothing to do with him cheating on her. It had nothing to do with him having a baby by Shayla. And that's what people are stuck on when they say they don't want to see the Daltons back together. Y'all, that's not what they last breakup. That's not what this divorce right here, the third divorce. This is not what the third divorce is about. This particular divorce, y'all, is about him not standing up and being a man for Amber. And I'm telling y'all, plot twist, what would be a powerful episode in Skipland is when we finally see him take up for his wife, show up for his wife. And y'all, I think it's going to have something to do with Dave. Dave going to do something that hurts Amber so bad. I can see Anthony, like, knocking his lights out or something like that. Or Anthony, like, finally getting, he turned into big angles. He turned into the Hulk all of a sudden. They show a scene where he turns into a big dog and not a puppy. I can see it, y'all. And that would be all it took for Amber to go back to Anthony. This thing with the divorce not about a 40%, a 50%. It's not about money, y'all. It's not about the money with Amber. I'm telling y'all. She's holding on to him too. And y'all call me a sucker for love or whatever. I have said from day one, regardless of what y'all take out of what I say about Amber, can't nobody take away that I've been saying I'm a real Amber fan. I'm a real Amber fan. And I'm going to say it again for the people in the back lurking in the comments, listening from fake pages. I'm a real Amber fan, y'all. I want her to be happy. I want her to rise up and be the queen that I know she can be. But I'm not going to look over her foolishness. I'm not going to justify her actions and her lying and her keeping secrets. I want Anthony to rise up, stop being a, I ain't gonna say it because they might do something to my page, but y'all know what I want to say. I want him to rise up and be a man that's gonna take up for his wife. He done took up for Denisha, the side piece, more than he took up for Amber. Amber just want him to be a man. She just want him to be a man. That's it. What Anthony want from Amber, he just want to know that she choose him. I'm going to say that again. What Anthony wants from Amber, it's not for her to stay at home barefoot and pregnant. It's not for her to cook every night a pot of lobster. What Anthony wants from Amber is to know that if him and Wayne was in a room together, she would choose him. What Anthony wants from Amber is to know, even now, if it was between him and Dave, she would choose him. The things that Anthony and Amber want from each other, y'all, they simple. It's simple what they want from each other, y'all. People are crucifying Anthony for the Shayla thing. Shayla tricked him while he was drunk. Shayla S.A.'d him. If Shayla was Dalen and Dalen would have came to Amber's house and came on to Amber and led Amber to the bedroom while she was drunk, we would call that sexual assault. We would call it sexual assault. But we're forgetting that. As a man, yeah, he was wrong for going back. But I showed y'all the videos. One of my videos, I showed y'all where this man came to her, tried to go walk away. Then that last time, he was downright disrespectful to Shayla. He told Shayla, I'd never marry you. I'd never marry somebody like you. Maybe somebody like Arby might marry you, but I'd never marry a woman like you. He told her that. And that's when she released Amber's secret. And then he looked at Amber differently and continued the relationship because him and Wayne have always been in a competition with each other. They've always been in a competition with each other. Y'all, at the end of the day, the things that they want out of this marriage, it's simple. In relationships, we hurt each other. In some relationships, we do each other wrong. But at the end of the day, it's simple what they want. He want Amber to choose him. She want Anthony to put her first and defend her against other people. Yeah, that's one of the biggest turnoffs to me in this world. I hate a weak man. I cannot be with a weak man. And I think that's why I have had relationships with narcissists. Because I love a man that takes charge. I don't like to try to figure out everything. I don't want to, we go out somewhere and I got to pick out where we go. I got to pick out everything we do. I want a man to say, hey, baby, we going here, we doing that. Then I'm going to come home, I'm going to choke you out, and then, I'm sorry. But I like a demanding man. I do. And that's what Amber is turned on by Dave. She liked the dominance. That's what she liked about Wayne. Amber is an empath. Amber is an empath. Empaths are people pleasers. They don't want to hurt people's feelings. And I was an empath most of my life. I think my empathetic ways left in 2024. Started in 2023. My empath died. I'm still a sweet person, but being empathetic to the point where I lie to myself or I lie to others to make them feel good, nah, that part of ReRe don't exist no more. Anthony loved her, y'all. I believe when they were sitting on that porch and he heard Wayne defending. Every time Wayne say, it's over with. Wayne is being strategic, y'all. Every time Wayne say, Amber gone. Oh, that's over with. Oh, she don't want you no more. Wayne knows that by him saying that, that makes Anthony want Amber even more. Anthony want Amber so bad he can't stand it. When Darren was Amber, he low-key wanted the knucking book with Darren. But until he get to the point where until Anthony get to the point where somebody mentioned Amber's name negatively and he don't knuck and buck and knock him out, he ain't there yet. When he get to the point where ain't no conversation, as soon as you say Amber is before you even get the Ilza out, you on the ground. When he get to that point, he will and can win his wife back. Amber get to the point where she's in front of other men or in front of Wayne, and I'm telling y'all, she loves Anthony. Because one thing all these people are missing with this whole storyline, Amber has not been happy. Amber has not been happy with Dave. He given her everything she ever wanted. And she not happy. She not happy with the divorce. She not happy with her position at the podcast. She not happy in that house, y'all. That house is not a home. It's beautiful. But that house is not a home. A house is not a home. I truly believe that, y'all. I believe the story of the Daltons is not over. And it may not happen overnight. It's not going to happen overnight. When Anthony becomes stronger as a man and man up, and ain't nobody got to pump and pride and cheerlead him, it's going to happen. And I'm telling y'all, I think Ernestine going to be the devil. I think Ernestine going to be Shayla 2.0. Y'all forget that Ernestine and Amber, they didn't like each other at first. They did not like each other. I put it on my community post page. They have been to the point where they was going to go to blows before. Ernestine is not her friend. Ernestine is not her friend to tell her to keep that secret from Dave. The way Ernestine looked at Dave and she hugged Dave at his party last night, Ernestine ain't no good, y'all. She's jealous. Ernestine has a jealousy spirit. And I'm going to tell you how Ernestine has a jealousy spirit. Y'all remember last year, she used to wear anything she wanted to type to school. But she seen Miss Johnson come to work, body, yaddy, 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 yaddy. And Mrs. Johnson, Mrs. Johnson, she would come to work. She was just a curvy woman. It was tasteful, the things she had on. She didn't have no splits or nothing. She just have a nice body. No makeup, bob. Ernestine has a jealousy spirit, a big jealousy spirit. I'm telling y'all, she is gonna try Dave at some point, and if she don't try him, she capable. Wayne is finna be so petty when it comes to Evelyn. It's gonna be ridiculous. Wayne is gonna pursue Evelyn. When he find out that Evelyn is Dave's ex, he go activate into full ReRe mode, full Wayne mode. She was, yeah, come on, somebody, nothing but. She was. Let's go back to Ernestine right quick. We go pivot. Ernestine was jealous of Nadia. Oh, you think because she got a cute little body, because she's little princey, because she's this, she has a jealousy spirit. Even when she get with Candace, y'all know how she gossip with Candace? I'm telling y'all, it's coming. It's coming, y'all. The storm is coming. The seasons are about to change. Wayne and the writers are about to show y'all just how much of a whirlwind this relationship is. They finna show you the ultimate bad. They finna show you how Amber and Anthony are so much alike, even down to her panic attack today. Because everybody said Amber got it all together. Amber a boss, Amber strong. That was symbolic. Her having a panic attack, clenching her chest. Because it's the same thing that Anthony did when he was hiding from Amber that he was broke. That was the first time we seen him have a panic attack. He was hiding a secret. The writers are showing us that they are two in the same. Thank you, Suzette. They're showing us that they are two in the same. They're showing you Denisha ain't right, Dave ain't right. They ain't been on Denisha in a while. Mark my words. They gonna start showing us Denisha's other side, Denisha's dark side. They gonna start showing us that next. They flip-flopping this thing because they trying to get a message that a lot of the audience still not getting. A lot of people still are not getting that the Daltons and what they did to one another are the same. The only thing is Anthony could not get pregnant. But y'all forget, Anthony lost that baby with Amber. He lost that baby with Amber. That was his seed too. That was his son too. And those who are not real fans, y'all forget that he grieved that baby loss too. He was still confused and everything. Shayla was being evil. Shayla was praying against that baby. When I say praying, I mean P-R-E-Y. She was praying against that child. They're telling you don't pick a side. Exactly, O'Neal. O'Neal has entered the chat. I stopped just in time to see that comment. O'Neal said it perfectly. They are telling us do not pick a side. And half of the audience still out here arguing, still out here fussing, still out here with your pressure up. Y'all, when I talk loud, I'm passionate. I always been a passionate person. I always been a very colorful person. I always been a person who, what's the word I'm looking for? When I'm at work, at my job, anybody who's ever worked with me, been around me, I'm a very animated, that's what I'm looking for. I'm a very animated person. So sometimes when I get loud, it's because of my passion. And I've been in theater arts. I am an actress. So sometimes I project when I'm passionate about something. When I love somebody, I love hard. Oh, you ain't seen Auntie ReRe mad. Do something to my son. Say something about my son or my mama. Still on the fence eating her popcorn. And Shaman said it beautifully. Some of us just need to sit on the fence. But I'm sticking to my guns. I'm sticking to 27. Unless the real Anthony Dalton, real Amber Ty decide to do something else with their careers, I'm going to stick on the Daltons will be together. And I'm going to say that again. Unless they decide to do something else with their careers, or unless they decide, Country Wayne decide not to do the skits no more, or if he decide to wrap up the storylines, I'm sticking with the Daltons will reunite. Even if they divorce, they will reunite. And I would say if we looked at the pool of 100, if we looked into a pool of 100, let's say fans, I feel like 50% might get the message, might get the symbolism, and might get the message. 25%, I say 30% might be on the fence. They're on the fence with Shaman. I'll be on the fence a little bit too sometimes. 30% gonna be on the fence, where they realize that it could go either way. They still passionate a little bit about other things, but 30% gonna be on the fence. And then you're gonna have that last 20% who just stuck in their ways, stuck in negativities, and they don't get nothing that the writer's trying to say. It's gonna be 20% that don't get it at all. It's so many messages. That's why I'm so passionate. That's why I've been giving y'all more content. It's so many messages in these skits. If everybody would take the time to get unforgiveness out of their hearts. But in real life, you have people who are so negative, and they only see the wrong that one person do. And they never look at themselves and say, you know what? Yeah, he cheated on me. I did wrong too. When I started being free in my life and healing in my life, and I'm still a work in progress, I realized that, you know what, Shan? You ain't always been a good friend. You ain't always been the best you can be when it comes to being a parent, when it comes to being a daughter, when it comes to being a sister. And when I realized that maybe those times that I wasn't at my best, maybe it was karma when people didn't give me their best. But some people would never see the wrong they do. Never. And I'm a woman, all woman. I'm for women. But if we wrong, we wrong. Amber is falling apart. Amber is so broken. And people are still happier than she ever. Every day almost, y'all. Almost every day I have shown y'all surveillance or a picture. She was in a space where she was unhappy. When I look at the Amber character, you should want to see healing, not hurt. That hurt to my heart. This hurt me to my heart. Because I have suffered from panic attacks before. And y'all, I'm going to try to get to y'all comments when I part. The reason, and to those of you who are new, thank you to Ride Home with ReRe. When I ride home with ReRe or ride to work with ReRe, I'm mostly talking because I don't get a chance to see you guys' comments unless I come to a stop sign or I come to a red light or I'm in traffic. So please don't think that I'm just ignoring your comments. Please don't think I'm ignoring your comments. And thank you to L Nix. He sent me a message where I can go back and read the comments. So I'm gonna start doing that so I can put the comments on the page. And if I have to read it from John phone, and I I figured out. Hope to address y'all comments. And again, it's coming soon, y'all. It's coming soon. I promise y'all it's coming soon. That I want to get to a point where I do have people that I bring up on the live and stuff. So it's coming soon. And especially my day ones. The day ones. I miss my day ones. I miss my people. I miss us cutting up. It's just that people get busy, you know. Can you hear me now, Sabrina? I probably went in the dead zone. Y'all all know by now, the people who do the ride home, ReRe, y'all all know by now when I'm almost home, y'all get a bunch of dead spaces. When I'm almost home, y'all get a bunch of dead spaces. But when I stop, I'm gonna try to go over some of the comments, y'all. I'm almost there. I'm about less than 5 minutes from home. Once I get there, I'm gonna go over it. And y'all, what I'm gonna start doing too, start watermarking my lives so that nobody can go in and like, you know, redo my lives. It's a lot of y'all. There's so much shiesty stuff going on behind the scenes. Y'all, this YouTube game is ooh-wee. And Facebook. You got channels who have stolen people's entire images, their voices, their content, and put it on their pages. And it's like hell to try to get your content back. And you got people just outright copying. That I don't understand. And then you got people who are really creative. I love, like, every now and then I jump on other people's pages and I'll, you know, get them their flowers. Because there's a lot of people out there that are very creative. And I like the creatives. Like Ayana, that's my Sarah. Ayana enters the chat. She do a lot of creative stuff on her page. Hold on, I'm parking, y'all. I'm about to park. I'm about to park it up. I used to go out and party. Okay, y'all. Why the lights ain't on in there? Oh, Lord. Okay, y'all. Let's see here. Okay, I'm finna go over some of the comments. I know I can't go over all of them, but I'm gonna try to go over as many as I can. Okay, Wayne told Anthony they should just sneak at Amber. I believe that's gonna happen. Okay. ReRe, Anthony is in his feelings. What he didn't do for Amber, even then, he's pondering on it. I believe that, Lily Cooper. I also think that the last breakup was because Amber saw Dave as an option, like Deontay said. Yep. She seen him as everything she ever wanted in a man, but she was just looking at the outside and not knowing. And that's what gets me about a lot of the stuff that's going on now in the comments with fans, is that they looking at the outer man. I've been saying Dave has a lot of similarities, like Wayne. Lily Cooper, yes, stand on. When she said God had her, yes, to her husband and her husband. God knows them both. And I believe God will change them both. It would be a powerful story if they do that. Nancy, let it go. I don't know who's saying let it. Let it go. Let it go. ReRe, Anthony told Amber he had no intentions on leaving her. And he don't. Dave loved bombing her like Anthony did also. Like Anthony used to do. I don't think Anthony love bombed her. Anthony genuinely loved her. I always go back to the picture of when, I think I'm gonna have to play that again. Since I do have some new subscribers and stuff. I'm gonna have to go back down memory lane with y'all and show y'all pre-wedding how much Anthony really loved and adored and did not cheat on Amber. He had this, and to me, Anthony had an infatuation with Ro. Because Ro was his friend. Ro was the one who helped him. Ro was the one who helped him get on his feet when he went broke. She loaned him money to get the businesses back. We have videos for that. Nobody to this day, I think O'Neal put out $500. If anybody, and O'Neal, if you didn't, I'm throwing an amount out there. O'Neal put up money. I think Deontay put up money. I didn't put up no money. I just said I will shut up and give a public apology. Nobody has ever found the video of Amber giving him money to get back on his feet because it didn't happen. Ro helped him get back on his feet. And when he left Ro got mad back. I don't want your apology. I want my money back. EP93 says, I see Ernestine getting Amber to pop up on Dave in LA. I see that. I can see that too, EP. ReRe, remember she told Anthony she can't see herself without her. It make her sick. Yes, Ernestine will backdoor her. I believe so. Remember, Ernestine was always bragging about her wedding ring and that you're not a real woman unless you're married until she started cheating. Ernestine is another Shayla. She wants Amber's life. Yes. She was jealous of Nadia. Sure was, Nancy. She's not going to try no Dave. Stop. That's your thoughts. That's your thoughts. Can't nobody tell me what's not going to happen in the skits unless they are a country Wayne writer. If you are a country Wayne writer, then you can say what's not going to happen. And even writers like Shonda Rhimes and the greats, they do plot twists. They will change the story. If too many people think it's going to be one way, they'll change it to be something else. The greats do it. You can't say what's going to happen unless you're in the writer's mind. That's why I shifted my page to plot twists. Because anything can happen. So if you think absolutely not going to happen, this might not be the page for you. I'm just being honest. This plot twist page. So if you get upset every time I say something that you don't agree with, this may not be the. I say that with all due respect. This may not be the page for you. If you're stuck on one way of thinking and you don't like to open your mind to other possibilities, or you get angry when you hear other possibilities, this may not be the page for you, sugar, and that's okay. There are other pages who will let you say something ain't gonna happen all day long, and other pages that like to argue. You can do that. It's okay. This might not be the page for you. And it's okay, and I still love you. Continue. Charlene said, he's not there yet. Wayne took up for Amber. Yeah, he's not there yet, Charlene. The moment that Anthony gets there, and the moment that Anthony gets it, he can get Amber back. The moment that Amber can look at Anthony, flaws and all, can look at him and say, you know what, his ankles, Amen. I need to be notified immediately. Whenever that letter by is read, whenever that letter is read, I need y'all to call me. I need y'all to call me. Whenever it's read. I don't Sunday morning and y'all hear me. I'm at church at the altar. I need y'all to call me. Y'all can see me at the altar, but I still need y'all to call me and say, ReRe, Auntie ReRe, uh, yeah, something went down. I need y'all to tell me that. I need y'all to say, Auntie ReRe, the letter is being read. I'll be like, Lord, forgive me, Jesus, can you please? Now I'm just playing, y'all. I ain't gonna leave the altar. That's blasphemy. Once Anthony get there, it will be powerful. Yes, I want to see a skit. Would y'all know what? I'm gonna wait for plot twist with ReRe. Hey,
Dang, you went to work?
when,
You went to work
when
for
I
the week?
when I do, I didn't go to work without a wig. See, he trying to be funny. Y'all, the nice plot twist. I'm gonna give my dream scene between Anthony and Amber. Y'all getting caught up? Okay. Uh, Mama Rose and John getting caught up on the skits. I'll be back with y'all and thank y'all. This has been Ride Home with ReRe. I love y'all. I love y'all. I love y'all. Even the lurkers in the back with the fake pages taking notes. I love y'all. I'll talk to y'all later.